Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from where you are. Today we are having a number before us. It is a curve sketching that involves what we call this curve sketching involves a wave, which is a sine wave, and our equation given to us for your information, it is y equals to 2 sine theta. And for information, when you are given a number like this, don't just get scared. It's all about trusting your calculator and to know the procedures we pass through as we are dealing with these numbers. Each and everything will be solved. We are going to be having two videos. One, it is going to be on this table. Then another one, it will be on what we call graph work. Okay, let us just begin right away. Now, when you are having a question like this, it says this question came in UNEB 2020, question 14. It had 12 marks. Now it says copy and complete the table. The table was given, and now we are having values of theta around there from 30 up to 150 here. And when you look at this one, some of the numbers were given. That shows us how we are going to be filling these numbers inside at how many decimal places. You have to be a bit cautious with that for information. And when you look at this arrangement here, what we need to say here, they are saying you sketch this curve, which is y equal to 2 sine theta, using 1 centimeter representing 10 degrees and 1 centimeter representing 0.10 units. Then draw a line which is equal to y equals to 1.2 and obtain the values of theta when y is equal to 1.2. And again, they are saying you find the value of y when theta is 52 and hence determine the sine of 52. Are you seeing that one? Yes. Now from this point here, what we need to look at before we go to these questions down, before we sketch, do anything there, then what we need to look at is only and only how we fill in those values. Now, to fill in these values, what we always do, it's all about this is a calculator work or a table work. Mostly, conveniently, and without wasting time, I know a calculator will be very simple. Altogether, we are going to use a calculator as we are passing through. You are going also to place your calculator, but remember all the values you are going to write, for example, in the sine column, in the sine row here, it is going to be at 2 decimal places. Okay, let us just place them and see. Yes, now on the first arrangement, now we are having sine 30, and all of us we know that sine 30 is something all mathematician who can at least get that one. For sine 30, we know that sine 30 is always a half. Are we together? Now we write a half, it is the same as 0.5 altogether. Then you write it here 0.5, but remember it is given at 2 dp. Uniform to these values given. Now it is the same as just writing this. Now, after getting this, my friend, for this number to handle this number in the rightful way, my friend, I'm advising you whenever you obtain the value here at that it is 0.5. And now we are having down here, they are saying you find y is equal to 2 theta. I'm advising you before you remove it to the calculator, please just place sine theta. After you multiply by 2, you just write the answer here. Remember, we need to use limited time. Once you place sine theta, then you say times 2, you write the answer at only 2 decimal places as they are given in a sample in that row. Now, when you multiply 0.5 times a 2, I know we obtain a 1, but remember we have a 1. However much it is only 1, but there is 2 dp here. For uniformity, we add 2 zeros around there altogether. Then from that point also, we continue with our calculator arrangement. Now, after placing those ones, without wasting time, Theta, sine theta or sine 40 is 0.64. Then we write 0.64. Then you write it there. Then times 2, it will be 1.2 what? 28. Are you together? At 2 decimal places. You check with your calculator. Then also we fill all these values in the same arrangement. Are you together? Now, without wasting time, let us just go and write sine 60. I know it's 0.8. This is 0.8 what? 86. Then also we press 0.8 times 2 out together. 0.8 times 2. Let it is 0.686 times 2. Then you just place, it will be 6 something. Now let us just take it to 7 out together. Yes, I think this one we can just take it to, we approximate it to 87. Then plus that one, we also handle the same arrangement. 0.87 times a 2, it is 1.7 what? 74 out together. Yes. Then we continue. Then also we go to 70. Sine 70, here we have something like sine 70, it is 0.94. 0.9 what? 94. Then 0.94 times 2. You place your calculator as we are moving. 1.88. 1.88. Sine 90. Sine of 90. All of us, when we place, this is a 1. Then we place point 00. Then also, this one will be a 2, but point 00. Are you together? Now, from that arrangement, we proceed with the sine of 110. Yes, sine 110. Those with the calculators, we are moving together 0.94. Yes, 0.94. Then also, the same arrangement, you place this one times 2. I know it is giving us 1.8 what? 88. Then we proceed with one sine of 130. Sine of 130. Yes, sine of 130 you place on the calculator. Then this one becomes 0.7. 0.7 what? 0.74. Yes, this one is 0.7 what? 0.74. No, it is just 130, 0.77. Yes, it is supposed to be 77 when you place it properly on the calculator. 0.77 times 2, 1.5 what? 54. Then we go to 150. 150, sine of it is 0.5, 0.5, but we add a 0 to cater for a dp, which is 2. And also, when we place a calculator and we multiply 0.5 times 2, this comes to be 1.00. Now, for information, the reason as why we took it at the same arrangement, because now we are having y is equal to 2 sine theta, and here we are having sine theta, meaning it would have been a bit tiresome if at all we first took the first row and we complete all values of sine theta, and then we come back just to handle y is equal to theta, to 2 sine what? Sine theta altogether. Now our next part here is just to look at the way how we are going to plot these values, because the question says sketch this curve for these ones. Before we go for a sketch, my friend, what we need to do to identify the points we are going to sketch. Remember, when we are sketching, we are having the x values and the y what? Values. For this case, we are going to be having the theta values and the y what? The y values. Are you seeing that one? Now we look at the theta value, it will be here, and the y values is this. Don't make don't go there and you sketch sine theta against y. All together, we sketch theta against y equals to sine theta. Now, the first point here, we just bring the 31st degrees, then and a 1.00. Then another point will be 40 degrees and a 1.28. Another one will be 50 degrees. Another one will be 1.54. Another point will be 60 degrees and 1.74. Another one will be a 70 degrees and a 1.8 what? 88. Then another point will be that of an 80 and a 9 point. It is a 1.9 what? 96. Then another point will be a 90 degrees and a 2.0 what? 00. Another point also will be equal to a 100 and a 1.9 what? 96. Then another point, you just take this one 110 degrees, then and 1.8 what? 88. Then 120 degrees and a 1.7 what? 74. Then another one is a 130 degrees and a 1.5 what? 54. Then also we are having a 130 degrees, a 140, sorry, this is a 140 and a 1.2 what? 28. And finally the last point will be 150 degrees and a what we call a 1.00. That is the way how we deal with obtaining these points out together. Now, in the next video, we are going to see how we are going to plot these points on the graph out together. Now, this is the first arrangement. We are having our values like this. Now, our second arrangement, we are going to look at how the scale is going to look like, because now they have given us the hint here. But we meet in the next video to handle this graph work together. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscription. Those who are new, subscribe to this channel for new updates. Whenever we upload this video, we'll be in a position to answer. This is Mr. Moses. We meet in the next video, part 2.